Good afternoon, everybody. Because of connectivity issues, I was not able to conduct the class properly. So, here is a video. Just revise that today we did formal letter. This was the board that you were not able to see in the class. So, I will just do it quickly. A formal letter is a letter which is written to people whom we don't know personally. Like, we don't go to their houses, we don't dine with them, we don't know anything about their personal lives. They can be ministers, they can be our neighbors we do know personally, but these days we don't. They can be people who are there in the offices, okay, or in the bookstores, like that. So there are three kinds of formal letters. Actually, there are many kinds of formal letters. When you will reach class 9 and 10, you will come to know, maybe class 8 as well. So I will just discuss the three types of formal letters for today. The first is that a letter that we write to a principal, that is called as an application. So since we are students and you are in class 5, we will just learn how to write a letter to a principal today. And then we have the other types of letters, that is the offices, a letter which is written to the offices or the officials. For example, when we have to complain for certain thing, like there may be garbage around my area, and the people who are authorized, like, and they are not coming and picking it up, and I want to complain it, because there is lots of problems because of that, like mosquitoes are there, flies are there. So I need to write a letter to the municipal commissioner, okay, and then when he will read my written complaint, then he will send somebody to clean it. Similarly, the third kind of letter is to bookstores. For example, if some kind of, like, I live in a small town called Palampur, and if some kind of book is not available in my, I searched the entire market, Harry Potter series was not available. Now I want to read it. What will I do? I will find out who is the publisher of this book, and whether he is in Bangalore or Delhi or some other place. I am going to write a letter to that person to send me a copy of the book, okay. So we also write to the owners of the bookstores, and maybe my textbook is not available in the city, so I will write it to that particular person to send me the textbook. But I have to obviously describe the book and write all the information regarding that book in my letter. Okay, so as I was telling you, in offices and officials, another type comes, which is when we write to the editor of a newspaper. Like, many times we write to the editor regarding spreading awareness regarding something. For example, these days COVID-19 is prevalent in our country, and many people are dying, and I want to spread awareness about COVID-19. So I will write a letter to the editor of any newspaper, let's say the Times or Hindustan Times, and then I will write what are the causes and how it is spread and how we can prevent it from spreading, and then that article will come in the newspaper, and then people will read it, okay. Or maybe these days, because newspapers are, like, they're not reaching the homes due to the lockdown, so I could publish an e-newspaper on the internet, and people will read it and they will come to know. So these are the types of formal letters which we write to different kinds of people, but we are just going to today deal with this type, that is when we write to the principal, and we write, and that is called as an application. So as you all discussed in the class today in the chat, that there are many reasons to write an application to a principal. It can be seeking permission for something, it can be for leave application, it can be for any other reason. So there are so many reasons when we have to write an application to the principal. So first, in order to learn this, we need to learn the format. So let's learn the format now. I'm just going to tilt the screen so that it comes clearly to you. Okay, so first thing is the sender's address. This is called as the sender's address. The first portion, that is the sender's address, the first part, sorry. So we have to start with house number. This is the margin of my page. In the first line, I will write my house number, the 4-digit number that is given to you, that is your unique identity in the school. Okay. Usually every school does not have this kind of identity number, but since you're studying in DPS, you have this number, so it is important for you to mention your house number, that then only principal sir will come to know who you are. And then you have to write the address of the school, that is Dalhousie Public School. Please note, H should be capital, N should be capital, D, P and S should be capital, and then Dalhousie, D should be capital. Okay, after this I have left a line, so you also have to leave a line, and then we write the date, DATE, date. We don't mention it like that, you just have to write the date normally, like we write 31st August comma 2020. Please note that the name of the month is a proper noun, and the first alphabet will also be in capital, whatever month you write, right? Next we have to write the receiver's address. What do we mean by receiver? Receiver is a person who's going to receive, जिसको वो letter मिलेगी, the person who's going to read the letter. So first we have to write the receiver's designation. Designation means the post to whom we are writing. Like if we are writing to the, we can also write a letter to our class teacher, or we can also write an application to the coordinator ma'am for any other issue. So if we are writing to the class teacher, here it will come the class teacher. If we are writing to coordinator ma'am, it will come the coordinator. Okay, but right now we are learning how to write a letter to the principal, so we will write the principal. So T will be capital, P will be capital, and then the address of the school will come, the same address, receiver's address, Dalhousie Public School, Dalhousie. Again, D, P and S will be capital, and D will be also be in capital. After that we have to leave a line. As you can see here, a line is left, and then we write the subject. This is cursive English, this S is capital, so you have to write a subject. Now what is a subject? Basically, in simple words, a subject is a reason of writing a letter. Like what reason, what is the reason, why am I writing a letter to somebody? So it may be seeking permission to organize a party in the hostel, or it can be a complaint against water leakage in my dormitory or in my classroom, or it can be a leave application. So you can write like this, a leave application. So basically we are going to learn today how to write a leave application. So we will write here, subject will be a leave application, and my subject should not be very big, it should not have too many words, it should be very brief, it should be precise. Okay, it should be short. After that we have to write the salutation. Please note, this is salutation, sir or madam. Many people, when they write a letter to the principal of a school, they don't know whether the principal is a male or a female. But since we as students are writing it to our principal, we know that it is sir, so we will only write sir over here. Alright, then we have three paragraphs, first paragraph, second and third. They are going to be very short paragraphs, very short paragraphs. In the first paragraph you just have to introduce yourself. And how do you introduce yourself? You have to write your name, of course your class and section. Then in the second paragraph you have to write the details of your problem or of the complaint that you have to talk about. Whatever the reason is, all the details will come in the second. And the third para is not a para, actually it is just one line, like I shall be grateful to you. Okay, and then you leave a line after the let's say the third paragraph, last line of the letter, you leave a line and you write thanking you, and then again you leave a line and then you write yours faithfully or sincerely. Any one thing you can write. Yours, Y has to be capital, faithfully F has to be capital, sincerely S has to be capital. And then in the next line you have to write your full name. Now this is not a personal letter, you cannot just write your first name because it is a very formal approach to the principal. So you have to write your full name. Full name means with your surname also, and then you will write your in the next line your class and section, and you can also mention your house number at the end again. So this is actually the entire format of a formal letter. This is basically the format of application only, because this is what we are going to learn in class 5. Like we are only going to learn how to write a letter to the principal on different reasons, for different reasons, for on different topics. Okay, so the format will remain the same, only the body of the letter will keep changing in different kind of formats. So sorry, in different kind of reasons why we are writing the letter. Okay, so this was all that was taught in the class today. I was just about to discuss with you how to write a leave application. So I will just give you an just I have the idea how to write regarding the three paragraphs. So in the first paragraph we have to introduce. So we will start like this. With due respect, I wish to state that I, let's say Anushka of class 5A, study in your school. Okay, that is just 2 lines. That is my first paragraph. Then you have to write, in the second paragraph you start, I won't be able to attend the school from you have to mention the dates, like let's say from 1st September to 5 September for 5 days. As reason can be different for all the children. You all can write different reasons. It can be as I have to attend to my cousin's wedding, as my father is not well, or as we are shifting, so from to a new place, so I won't be able to attend. Or maybe as I am not well because I had some kind of mishappening, okay, some kind of accident, maybe like hurt my foot or fractured my foot or something like that. So any reason, that is up to you, that is your imagination, how you can whatever you want to write. And then you have to, but yes, you have in the body you have to mention all the details, like you have to mention the dates, and then you have to mention the reason, which is very important, why you won't be able to come to school. And then you will write that grant me leave for how many days. Let's say if it is from 1st to 5th, so it is 6 days. So you will write that grant me leave for 6 days, and then you write I shall be grateful to you. Then you write thanking you in the end. You have to thank the principal sir for giving you the leave, and then you write yours faithfully or sincerely, and Anushka Sharma, that is the full name, and then 5th A, and then the house number. So this is how we write the letter, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to do it in a better way. I hope you have understood. In case you have any question, please do ask me tomorrow in the class. Take care, bye bye, stay home and stay safe.